Good morning to everybody. Thank you so much for everybody that is joining in this morning. Share this video out. That is really important what I'm about to say to you guys. And it is important because all of the things that are happening in down south Mexico, in the south border of our country of Mexico, nobody is talking about it. Nobody, absolutely nobody is talking about it. The most crazy thing about this is that you don't see leftist media and right-wing media. You don't see both of the medias talking about this. That is the most ridiculous thing, because you have independent media that they're actually talking about it. You got independent media is the only one that is talking about the real situations of this immigration of influx that is happening around the world, specifically in our country of Mexico. But this is really important for you guys to understand. Not too long ago, how's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice News. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, you guys. The phone is moving all over the place. It's bouncing, so I'm sorry for my stabilizer right here. But God bless everybody that's watching. God bless our country of Mexico, our city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. It's really nice. It's really nice to say hi to you guys this morning. So yesterday night, around 12 o'clock at night, I received a message from our contacts in down south at the border in Tapachula that connects to Guatemala. My God, why am I getting censored this bad, man? This is horrible, man. This is horrible what Facebook is doing. This is horrific, really. So I'm just going to put out the video, and then people can just, share it later on. Share this video, please, so we can start. So this is what happened. I don't know if not too long ago, you guys noticed that the head chief of child services in our country of Mexico went all the way down south to Guatemala. Went all the way down south to Tapachula. Tapachula is the city that connects to Guatemala. Just for everybody to know. As she went over there, by the instructions of our president of Mexico, she communicated to the press that the Mexican government, because of the problems of unaccompanied minors, and because of the problems of this emergency of unaccompanied minors, they decided that they were going to build 17 shelters. 17, not 7, not 20. 17 shelters around the country for the unaccompanied minors. This also created the idea and the understanding that this is not going to stop. That they're going to be practically advocating for more children to come and more children to come. Or in the other hand, you can look at it as they want to be prepared if a massive influx of unaccompanied minors continues to happen. What happened last night? Last night, as this project got approved by the government, that more than 17 shelters were going to be built around our country. Last night, the mayor of Ciudad, the name of the city is kind of like the city, Unión Juárez, it is called, the city in Tapachula. The mayor of Unión Juárez, and also not only the mayor of Unión Juárez, but the governmental officials of Customs and Border Protection from our country of Mexico went over there to that particular spot to check out, to sightsee where they want to build the shelter. Ultimately, they already had a place in mind where they were going to build the first shelter for unaccompanied minors. Guess what happened? The farmers and the indigenous people of Mexico got together, the community got together, and they went over there and they prohibited the entrance to the governor, to the mayor and to the customs agents because they told them, we don't want no shelters in our city. We don't want no unaccompanied shelters in your city. Ultimately, the statements were that the mayor and the government is pushing for traffickers to be working, and ultimately you're pushing trafficking of children, and you're also incentivizing for children to come unaccompanied to the country of Mexico. That is unbelievable. So all the farmers and all the indigenous people got together, all of them, and they blocked the entrance to the mayor of their city and to the authorities and told them, we don't want a shelter here. We have enough problems. We don't have no jobs. The economy is on the ground. How are you investing on a shelter when we have our children that they cannot even go to school, they cannot even go outside, they cannot even have their own rights as Mexican children, but there is an enormous influx of children, unaccompanied children, that you're boosting and you're incentivizing for them to come, and you're going to take away this piece of land that we are needing so you can invest on capitalist businesses. But no, the government wants to invest on 17 shelters. So this first shelter that they're trying to build, it got stopped, people. It got stopped by the farmers and the indigenous people of Tapachula. These people were so brave and courageous that they went to the place where they are going to try to build a shelter for children, and they stopped them from building it. So this ultimately, it makes you understand that the farmers and also the indigenous people of Tapachula are waking up. They're understanding what is going on with this mass migration. And this mass migration will bring more mass migration to their towns. This is not just children, because ultimately, if the government of Mexico, with the Department of Child Services, wants to build 17 shelters for unaccompanied minors, you know that there's a window open for them to open another shelter for adults. This is going to bring adults, undocumented adults, to the particular part where the unaccompanied children are stated at, reunited, and then after that, boost the migration into the north. So they ultimately know that this is going to be a humongous migration effect in their city, and they prohibited that, which a lot of the people in Tapachula, they're applauding this, this particular situation that just happened in this part of Tapachula. I believe that they stood their ground. I believe that they have a reason for, we need to understand the reason of these people, of these indigenous people and these farmers, which their number one priority is their future of their children, their future of their families, and their future of them. That is their number one priority. But the government is investing millions of pesos to build 17 shelters. Now, 17 around the whole state of Chiapas. Imagine that. So not all of them on the state of Chiapas. The majority are going to be built around the five states that connect to the south door of Mexico. But the most important thing is right here is that the farmers and the indigenous people, that they are, pronounced and they are looked at as not being that much with an IQ. Now they understand. The government always looks at the lower class, the middle class, whatever. The government of our country always denigrates our intelligence, as they already know, and they're already understanding, these farmers and these indigenous people, that it's not profitable for them. So they stopped this building of the shelter, that I believe that is amazing. I will have information regarding this event later on this afternoon. Also, don't miss the live feed. Later on this afternoon, we are going to expose what is happening really in Michoacan. That is horrible what is happening in Michoacan, as we are going to have interviews and statements from citizens of Michoacan that they're leaving their city. They don't want to leave their city, people. This is what I'm telling you. This is why the president of Guatemala said, we want trade. We don't want aid. We want trade. So this particularly applies to these kind of states in our country of Mexico, because the people of Mexico, they don't want to leave their country. They don't want to leave their land. A lot of them, they don't want to leave their land. What they want is to live free, to live secure, to have a better job, to have a better life. That's what they want. They don't want to leave their land. And all these people, they're leaving their land because the cartel and the organized crime has taken over their lives. And it is just horrible. So we are going to expose those interviews. And also, lastly, before I go, be sure to be watching my partner, Anthony Agüero, today. Yesterday, he did some phenomenal live feeds late at night as he's in McAllen, Texas, broadcasting the irregular entrances that they're continuous. Like at every moment, there's huge groups of people coming in. And the most important thing are the questions that he is asking to all the people that they're coming in from Venezuela. These people that they're running away from communism and they're running away from socialism. And he asked them this question: what do you think about Democrats or the leftist communists in the United States that they want to bring communism into the United States of America? And all of them respond, take them to Venezuela so they will know what is communism and what is socialism. It is horrible. So be sure to be watching my partner, Real Anthony Agüero. He's going to be live at McAllen, Texas. Probably we will be going live together later on this afternoon to broadcast to you guys a special program about exposing what is really happening with the governments of Mexico and how the corrupt governments of Mexico are now affecting the government of the United States of America. It's a domino effect. Be sure to watch that. So I wanted to do this live feed just to tell you what we're going to talk about later on this afternoon. Is going to be great. Don't miss it. God bless you all. Follow me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Telegram, and Rumble. Stay safe, and like we always say, people, peace and love, because always your country's first. God bless.